Right everyone, I'm back. 2 in 1 day, yeah. So I've got this doily that I keep cutting from. And I've shown you all, I have a video out for those who don't know, because we do have some new subscribers, on how to cut your doilies to make them work for you. You can cut them and they won't fray or anything like that. See, I'm using them as leaves today. I show you all the different ways of cutting out things on a doily to help you in your crafts. You know, if you're making flowers or a project, whatever you want to do, and you can cut them quite easily like that, and they'll be fine. So what I'm going to do as well is to take this bit off and this bit, because I may want to use it. May want to use a couple of those. If not, I can put them in my tub at the side of me. So let's just get this done. So I've got those. Now let me just see. I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut down there like that. That's the bit I'm after. I'm going to do the same with this one. And that. Oops. I use doilies in my flower making because it's nice. Now I've just shown you how to do that one, so if you haven't watched the video yet, run along and watch it. And don't forget, drop by the shop. We've got all kinds of new things in. Or if you want, you can order a kit. You choose the colour, you choose the price, whatever you want to do. Now I've got some pink organza. And I'm going to be using about 24 inches. Should do. Just put that to one side. I'm going to fold it in half. Round the edge, because I like mine to be nice and neat. Like that. Burnish the ends, because that stops them from fraying. So that's the first one. We're going to do that as one whole flower. And then I've got these which are going to go underneath it. So I'm just going to trim this off. It's a bit tatty on the end. I do these at about 5 inches. No, 6. We'll go. It's approximately 6 inches. I could fold them in half and do it that way, but I'm just making sure I've got the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have to be perfect, so we'll put that in the box. Just get all these together. These are going to be sewn individually. So let's get this. Just get them like that. Round them off at the ends. Do the other end. And because they're different lengths, I'm just going to do it like that. Get rid of that. Okay, now we just have to sort the ends out. Okay, here we are. Now, I'm going to take my needle and thread. I'm just using plain white thread. You're not going to see it when it's done. And because these are longer than the last ones, they will produce a more gathered petal. Now, I do find that many people, and I've watched a lot of people make flowers, they don't always, not everybody, they don't always leave enough, use enough fabrics or trims or whatever to get that gather. And so therefore some of the flowers pucker. Well, if you put enough in it, they'll lay flat, or they'll give it plenty of flounce. See, like that. That's all you need to do. So we're just going to do that. That's 1. Got 5 of them to do. Like this. just doing a running stitch. But I like a lot of gathering my flowers without overdoing it, because you can overdo it as well. So just gather it up like that, and then you just stitch back through a couple of that ripples, you know, the ruffle. So this is basically, this one is to show you that you can mix different materials and trims and end up with a beautiful, beautiful flower. Now, we do have some new subscribers. I know that because they've let me know. And I'm not sure if you know. I try and answer and say welcome and then add a few details about the YouTube channel. We have over 800 flowers, different flowers, from paper to lace to braids to ribbon. So we do have a few flowers on the website, the channel, for you to run along and learn how to make if you've never been a flower maker before, or you're just starting in crafts and like flowers and you've tried them but yours don't look like you want them to look. These are easy tutorials. I take you through them step by step, and you can make the same flower as me with a little bit of practice. You can actually, if you're following me one step at a time, you can actually produce the same flower or very similar the first time. People get phased. Oh, I can't do that, or I can't do it. There's no such thing as can't, and there's no right and wrong way to do something. I have to tell you that. A lot of people are brought up, I was brought up, oh, you have to paint this way and you have to paint that way, and you know, you have to do this and do... No, that's how they teach people. But to be honest, you can get the same results as we've proven many, many times on this channel by doing it much more simpler. You know, there's simple ways of doing everything. And that's why we are popular, because people are shown how to do it in the best way, but the most simple way possible. Right, so that's those done. Now I'm just going to do the full flower, which is this one. I may not need all of this. We'll see. So I'm going to go as far as I need to. And there's a great way of finding out whether you've gone too far or not enough. Put so many stitches, you know, do so many onto your needle till you feel comfortable. And then gather that together and pull it. And when you pull it, that's how you can tell whether you're going to get a full flower or not. Well, that's like a quarter of a flower. So we'll keep going. Now, I wasn't quite in shot before. It's not me, it's my camera. I think it slips, actually. I'm going to have to get another one. So I'm trying to stay in shot. And it's not easy when your mind's elsewhere and you've got things going off. So again, look, I'm just going to pull this. Make sure you pull that over to the front. So I'm going to join that to that. Now that's the flower so far. Not quite full, is it? No, could do with a little bit more. Let's have a look now. Just pull it together like you would. Look. And that one makes that size flower. That's a great size flower. So I don't need all of that. So what I'm going to do is to snip that off. Cut that round, because that's how I like to finish mine off. It makes it much neater. Stitch to the end. Bring it all forward. Your ruffles do get caught up sometimes. Now go back to the beginning. See? Pop your needle through and you're joining them two ends together. Give it a little tug, and then you just stitch that in like that. Now we got a little knot in that, but just pull them out like that. It's because your thread twists, that's all. Okay, that'll do. I'm happy with that. And then finger and thumb, even them out, and you've got your central flower. So just move that out of the way. Again, we do need something to put all of this onto, so I have a little bit of this left, so I'm just going to cut it for a base. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that in half, fold that in half again, round that off, near enough for me, burnish the ends, just seals it all off and stops it from shredding. Now I'm going to pop these on that way, yeah. So I'm just going to glue this section here from the middle, just do it like that, and then I'm going to squeeze that a little bit like that. Do the same again with this one. Join that with that and squeeze that. It just gives that a little bit of gather, that's all. And I don't want much, I'm not doing it all the way around. I'm going to take hold of my pink ones, and we're just going to pop one on top. There's my little finger dauber. I was very kindly, somebody gifted me these, and I use them a lot, because although I have got numb fingers, it's sort of things I do, I sometimes get glue luck in places I don't normally get glue, and then it burns like hell, I have to tell you. So we're going to overlap that. Put that in the middle like that. Put that on my finger and dob that in the middle and hold that down, because they do take a while, like that. Now I don't have a gap in there. Let me just move that over a little bit. That's it. I don't have a gap to poke in my stems, so I'm just going to use a tool if I can get that to work, and that will allow me to put my stems in. Now that doesn't mean to say we finished with the flower. We haven't. I like to build on them sometimes. I'm going to use 4 stems again using that nice colourful one, and we twist that, and hopefully we can get that through that hole like that. But what I'm going to do first is to pop some glue around the edge, pull that in, now wait a minute, because I have to pull that right through like that. That's it. See how pretty that looks? But I'm not happy with this side, so I'm going to change that. Let me just clean my tool off. Try and keep your tools clean, they do help. I don't always stick by my own rules, but they do help. So, nope, not going to use that one. What have I got? Let's see, I want something a little bit different now. Let's see what I have. Right, okay. So I've got some of these, and they're opposite colour, the white. But I like this scallop. So what I'm going to do is to cut down to that. Trim that out. But I want to gather this as well. I'm going to go halfway, roughly. Actually, I might just do it like that and then recover the back. Pull that around. Oh yes, I like that. It's quick and as easy as that. So, and that's another very, very pretty flower. Please drop by the shop and pick up a few bargains. I was going to use those, wasn't I? No, I don't like them. We'll use them on a different flower next time. Alright, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.